How to build wealth from nothing. Many people will not like this truth, but making millions does not have to take decades of hard work. Yes, becoming a millionaire in your 50s is good, but becoming a millionaire when you are young is far better. I know this because I experienced both. And no, I was not born into a rich family. In fact, it was the opposite. I grew up with very little and started with absolutely nothing. So if I managed to build wealth in a relatively short time, you can do it too. This is not another generic story about saving money and waiting until you are old to enjoy life. Instead, I want to share the real lessons that helped me build wealth from zero. Lesson 1. Never let anyone lower your ambitions. From the moment you enter school, people start shaping your expectations. I remember a teacher asking our class to write down our dream job, our dream car, and our dream house. I wrote with excitement. Business owner, Ferrari, a large mansion. The teacher looked at the list and said something I will never forget. She said, "Life is hard, and most of you will probably never have these things. So be realistic and lower your expectations." But in that moment, I made a decision. I told myself I would have all of those things. And that mindset stayed with me for the rest of my life. If you allow the system or other people to crush your dreams, you will never build wealth. This is not just positive thinking. If you cannot even imagine success, you will never do the work required to achieve it. Lesson 2. Be careful who you listen to. Many people think bad advice only comes from fake experts on the internet, but often the most limiting advice comes from people close to you. Friends, family, coworkers. They may care about you, but if they have never built wealth themselves, why would you take financial advice from them? Listen to people who have achieved the results you want. Lesson 3. Learn to think from multiple angles. When most people face a problem, they look for one solution. If that solution fails, they give up. Successful people think differently. Whenever I face a challenge, I try to think of at least 10 possible solutions. If the first one fails, I try the second. If the second fails, I try the third. Eventually, one of them works. This habit makes you more creative, more resilient, and much harder to defeat. Lesson 4. Step outside your comfort zone. Real growth happens when you put yourself in uncomfortable situations. When I was younger, I worked as an apprentice carpenter. At first, I was excited about the job, but the manager treated me badly and gave me the worst tasks every day. One evening, I went home and asked myself a simple question. What do I actually have to lose? I was 20 years old. I had no family depending on me. And I realized something important. The biggest risk was not quitting the job. The biggest risk was staying in a job with no future. So the next day, I quit. When you are young and have few responsibilities, it is the best time to take calculated risks. Lesson 5. Focus on increasing your income. Saving money alone will not make you wealthy. You must increase how much you earn. For me, that meant starting my own business. But there are many ways to increase your income. You can start a side business, develop new skills, or change jobs every few years to earn a higher salary. People who change jobs strategically often grow their income much faster than those who stay in one company for decades. Lesson 6. Start investing as early as possible. After years of hard work, I opened my own shop. The business started growing quickly, so I reinvested most of the profits back into it. Then one day, a 14-year-old student came to work with me for experience. All he talked about was stocks. He mentioned one stock he believed would rise dramatically. He said he was investing his entire savings of £1,000. His confidence made me curious, so I invested a small amount as well. 2 weeks later, the stock price exploded. That moment completely changed how I viewed investing. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. Lesson 7. Never invest in something you do not understand. I once had a friend who was extremely wealthy. He told me about an investment group that promised returns of 40% or more every year. It sounded incredible. But a few months later, the entire investment group collapsed. Because they used heavy leverage, many investors lost everything. Even his mansion was gone. The lesson is simple. Never invest in something you do not fully understand. Lesson 8. Diversification protects your wealth. Instead of putting all your money in one place, spread it across multiple investments. Stocks, funds, real estate, and other assets. Diversification reduces risk and protects your financial future. Lesson 9. Build multiple streams of income. Wealthy people rarely rely on a single source of income. They build several: business income, investment income, dividends, rental income, online revenue. Each additional income stream makes your financial life more stable, and it ensures that one bad decision will never destroy everything you have built. Building wealth is not about luck. It is about mindset, discipline, and smart decisions repeated over time. Think bigger, start earlier, take calculated risks, and always keep building. Before you go, remember this: your financial future is built by the decisions you make today. If you found value in this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the next lessons about money, investing, and financial freedom. Also, leave a comment below and tell me one thing you learned from this video. And if you enjoyed it, hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to create more content like this for you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.